Welcome back, everybody. Now today, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be going over my opinions on the May 2021 tier list. Now before we begin, I just want to say these are my opinions. They are not right, they are not wrong, they are just my opinions. And my tier list is completely synergy-less. No synergies are factored into it. That's why Abomination is in the dead last tier. Alright, but let's begin. And one of the first of the two new champions of this month was Jabari Panther. Now, this champion I was not really a big fan of, because her main damage output was when she entered I can't remember what it's called, like the Huntress or something. But yet it only lasted 9 seconds, and you could pause it with the special attack. However, with it only lasting 9 seconds, I'm not a big fan of it. However, most people would argue a little bit higher on the tier list, but I think this is appropriate considering her Huntress only lasts 9 seconds. But yeah, at least she's a lot like Mole Man. She does have a lot of utility, but at least Mole Man, you can control how long his frenzy is. Even when he's in the frenzy, you can keep controlling how long you want it to be. If you want it to last longer, you can land another heavy attack. But yeah. Alright, but now it is time to move on to the second of the new champions, and that is I can't remember how to say his name. Silver Centurion? I can't remember. But this guy I struggled to place because if you can land a lot of crits, then he does have a whole lot of shock damage. And I know when I say crits, I don't mean crits. It's impossible for him to crit, but when he applies a shock to the opponents, and if you end with light attacks, I'm pretty sure it enhances the shock or something. So I was gonna put him up in all powerful tier, but I just don't think he has quite that damage output. It's really all luck about how much shocks you get. It's just how much you crit. But yeah, this guy I'm not overly familiar with. However, this is just my opinion of where he should be, and I believe he should be in powerful tier with Darkhawk, Vision, and Punisher 2099. Alright, but now it is time to get into the buffed champions. So right under Jabari Panther, you can see I placed Crossbones. Now, Crossbones at this placement might make a lot of people upset because a lot of people say that he's really, really good, and his Furies last a long time. True and false. I said at the beginning of this video that this was synergyless, and he is very reliant on the MCOC synergy. And the reason I say that is because I'm pretty sure it doubles the time of how long his Furies last. And remember, this tier list is synergy less, and he's just not amazing without it. But yeah, and his Furies just don't last an extreme amount of time. It's hard to stack up an extreme amount without the MCOC. But yeah, his damage output is very strong. I know Seaton said he might be in Beyond God tier, which is incomparable tier for me. I have 2 more tiers than Seaton does. I have 10, he has 8. But so yeah, it's a little bit hard to compare. However, yeah, with the MCOC synergy, he'd probably be somewhere in all superior tier. Alright, but it is time to move on to yet another buff. A little bit higher up on the same tier, you can see Howard the Duck. Now, Howard the Duck was the champion who got buffed, who had the most improvement. He was probably not the best buff. Crossbones was probably the best. But this guy has a lot of utility. He's got tons of armor breaks he can put on the opponents. However, it is very important to put on the auto masher, or else he is kind of a bit of a pain to play. However, this champion is now very, very solid. He used to be in total crap tier. But yeah, now I have to jump him up all the way to superior tier. But yeah, I like it when bad champions get really good. However, this guy has a really nice amount of utility, and he's got a nice amount of damage output to go along with it. Alright, but yeah, it is time to move on to the very last of the buffs. And by far the most disappointing buff, in my opinion, and that buff is Nova. Now, Nova, he almost didn't even have a buff. I say he didn't even really have a buff. There almost nothing changed about him. I just moved him up a couple spots on in the tier he was already in. He didn't even move up a tier, which was just very, very, very disappointing. But yeah, it's just, yeah, I pulled a 6-star of him. I just don't like playing with him, but 6-star gameplay should be coming relatively soon. Yeah, but Nova, his damage output, it's just not that crazy. He's an amazing defender, but this tier list is not about how good of a defender they are. This tier list is about how good of an attacker they are. Alright, but yeah, we have gone over every single person that has gotten either a buff or is a new champion today. So everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure to comment new videos you want to see. I'm always looking for new ones. Make sure to follow the Instagram. It tells you a lot about my MCOC account and my channel. And yeah, if you want to watch more of me, I post every day at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching. See you guys later.